More than ever, we need the wall. We have drugs pouring through on the southern border. They're literally pouring through, and we have to have the wall. We're going to have the wall.
As the president continues to push for a border wall, dozens of Starr County residents voiced their concerns regarding the wall's construction. CBS Joel Flores went to tonight's community forum in Roma and joins us now in our Farr McAllen newsroom with more. Joel.
Nicole, Starr County residents brought a lot of their concerns tonight at the meeting in Roma. You can see in this map right here, this was provided to certain local organizations here in the Valley that focus on human rights and undocumented immigrants. This map here was provided by CBP, which outlines their plan for a border wall right here in the Valley.
So far, the information that CBP has been providing has been minimal at best, and they should be a lot more forthcoming with that.
It was a packed house in Roma Tuesday night, where concerns from local residents and landowners were addressed by local nonprofit organizations that focus on human rights and wildlife refuge. U.S. Customs and Border Protection's plans for President Trump's proposed border wall in Starr County were outlined in a letter that organizations like Lupe received in August.
There are 32 miles of border walls that are being proposed to be constructed in parts of Rio Grande City, Roma, and La Grulla. And so these are communities that can be impacted drastically by these walls.
The border walls would be made of 8-inch wide steel bollards spaced 4 inches apart and would stand 20 to 30 feet tall. Scott Nickel, co-chairman of the Sierra Club Borderlands team, says this would be taller than any existing wall.
They would be in the floodplain. You know, there's no levees like there are in Hidalgo County. And so that could dam up water that would normally flow into the river during a big rain event, that could deflect water into Mexico. There's all kinds of flooding impacts that walls in the floodplain can have, which is why they're a treaty violation.
To build the wall, the government will need to condemn farms, ranches, and other private property from residents like 89-year-old Elvira. She grew up on her 600-acre property located just off the Rio Grande River in Salineño and says a wall will not stop undocumented immigrants from crossing the river.
They're going to still coming in. If the wall is going to be, put it on, they have a way to come. They're not going to stop them.
It's tough. It's tough because a lot of these people are going to be affected. A lot of people living here and their families are potentially going to be affected if the government follows through with these plans. So we're hoping that at least in the process they respect the people's rights, due process, notice, and ultimately just compensation when it comes to taking people's lands.
Nicole, these organizations invite anyone opposing a border wall to submit public comment to CBP and voice their concerns. Anyone wishing to do so has until this Friday, October 20th. Live here inside our Farr McAllen newsroom, Joel Flores, CBS 4 Valley Tonight.